Yo, what's up? It's Mac here. I've been asked a lot to do this video about how I Tapstrafe on controller, and I'm finally here to do it. So let's get started. The first thing, you can't do this on console. Okay? So it's only PC. And you need to play it through Steam to be able to do it, because you use Steam controller configuration. So let's get to Steam. Alright, now that we're on Steam, you want to have this controller configuration here next to it. If you open Apex Legends from your library, you want to have this controller configuration here. If you don't have it, which you probably don't if you don't put it here, you need to go here to Settings or Manage, open Properties, go Controller, and this gray text here, Controller General Settings. Here, this is what should open. You want to uncheck everything except the first one, and if you play PlayStation or Xbox, you choose whichever you play with. And you might need to, you have these detected controllers, you might need to press it and identify it. I should have it identified already, my controller. You might need to do this first. Then you check PlayStation or Xbox, whichever you play with. Okay, now that you check the boxes, you should have this controller configuration here. It might take a while. It might help that you open the game. Just open the game and close it and come back to Steam. It should be here. Don't worry, if you don't get it in the first minute, don't worry, it will be there, I promise. Okay, now that you got the controller configuration set up on here, you just simply press it to open it. Like this. It should look like this for you. There's nothing, no settings, no nothing. Just a regular controller with regular settings. Alright, so for the Tapstrafe, you simply press joystick move, left. It should look like this. Now, you want to go mode shifting. Style of input. You want to put directional pad. Mode shift button. Joystick click. So this means when you click your left joystick or have it pressed, it transforms into a directional pad. Okay? Layout 8-way. Overlap region. You put it under the first E. 0.075. It's not that important, but somewhere here. Somewhere in this area. Alright. Now you go the one on top, you put W, you press it again, show activators, regular press, bending, W, everything just leave how it is, hold to repeat, put on, turbo, repeat rate, put it on max, back. Left one, you put A. The same thing, show activator, hold to repeat, on, repeat rate, maximum, back. The right one, you put D. Press it again, show activator, repeat, on, maximum, back. Okay, then the down one, you put S, press it again, activator, on, repeat rate, turbo. But there's one thing with the S, the down one. You put one more activator, regular press, bending, you press left joystick click, like this. Left joystick, like this. Perfect. This is for switching your optics. Like let's say you have a Kraber or a 2 to 4x. This is for it. So whenever you want to switch optic, you need to your left joystick. You need to have it just a little bit down to press it to have that L3 click for switching the optic. Okay. No turbo on the left click. Only the S. You put turbo on S. Regular press. Left click. No turbo. No nothing. And actually this should be it. You go back. You have it here. Mode shifting. Back. Done. You can save your configs. Actually, you should save them. You press export. You put it here. Save new personal binding. Name it, and every time you load in to Apex, you should see it on your bottom right. You should see here that it's using your settings. You go done. Boom. You open Apex. Okay, now that we're back on Apex, last but not least, be sure to have auto sprint on from gameplay. Auto sprint, put it on, because every time you press L3, have it pressed, it's gonna move to the directional pad, which is binded to WASD. So make sure to have auto sprint on. So I'm not gonna do a Tapstrafe tutorial, but let me show some things though. So you simply slide, jump. You should know this already. Slide, jump, and then in the air, you move your camera and press L3 and forward. Because when you press L3 and put it forward, that's W. When you press L3, put it to the right, that's D. When you press L3, put it to the left, that's A, like we did in Steam, okay? So, when you want to Tapstrafe with W as forward input, you simply turn your camera and press left stick forward. When you want to Tapstrafe to the side, without turning your camera, you just press L3 and put it to the side. You get it? You will get it, don't worry. It's not hard when you get it. Tapstrafe of wall jumps, Tapstrafe forward of wall jumps. You can actually do a U-turn with Tapstrafe. Just simply keeping your L3 clicked. It's all about clicking the L3. Just imagine every time you click L3 or have it pressed, it turns into WASD with turbo on. So that means everybody should know, like, mouse scroll wheel Tapstrafing. So imagine your left stick turns into a scroll wheel when you keep it pressed. You're with me? So you can Tapstrafe up ziplines, zipline double jump. You can Tapstrafe of jump pads.
Hit the ejector seat.
You can Tapstrafe on jump pad with the side input using A or D, or you can Tapstrafe turning your camera with the W. Either way. It's all in different situations. Different one is more better. Get it? You can Tapstrafe from a wall jump to get on top of the thing. Or you're wall jumping, the wall, whatever you want to wall jump on. I think we covered the basics of the Tapstrafing. This is not a Tapstrafe tutorial, it's just for the settings, so you can go and learn Tapstrafing yourself with controller. Alright, bet. I think that's it. Check me out on Twitch, check me out on YouTube, Twitter. I'm trying to do more content for sure. I'm streaming every day. So I think that's it. Peace out, Tapstrafers.